Showing us how to style a winter coffee table. Welcome back, everyone. Our next guest is the best-selling author of Posture Makeover. And as I say that, I'm sitting up straight. By the way, she also got her grandmother's stamp of approval, too. She's here today to show us how good posture can lead to success in life. Please welcome back Michelle Joyce.
Welcome back.
Thank you for having me, you guys.
I feel like we always have to be, are you judging our posture?
Even when I'm leaning
Oh,
here.
you guys look great.
Oh,
Thank you,
that's
Michelle.
very sweet.
We're doing it for you.
That's part of the reason why, for sure. But it's true, because we grow up and we hear from grandmothers or mothers or teachers, you know, stand up straight or sit up straight.
Oh my gosh, my mom used to come behind me and grab my shoulder blades and pull them back straight.
I kind of do that sometimes too.
You
Isn't
do?
that? I mean, not quite like that, but you know, playfully, I hope. Playfully. But here's the thing. Apparently, according to you, it actually improves brain function as well. Good posture does. So tell us more about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Good posture used to be a mandatory subject in school. And for over 100 years, doctors have been saying that when you're collapsed, it affects your circulation. When you're squishing your lungs, you're not oxygenating your blood. And so when you sit up straight, you actually have more energy. You get rid of that brain fog, and you're even more cheerful.
That's true. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It's very simple. And it all starts with our sits bones. And by sits bones, S-I-T-Z. That's really the name for them.
Yes. And a lot of people sit back on their tailbone. You can see in the middle picture there, he's sitting on his tailbone. It puts his whole spine into a curved position. And the sits bones are on the left there, circled at the bottom, those big, sturdy bones there. And on the far right, you can see sitting on your sits bones sets you up for success. It stacks your whole spine up. And it's actually, in the long term, a lot more comfortable.
So right there on the right is perfect posture.
It's the perfect posture. And it's, we were talking about it a little bit off camera too. It's interesting because I'll go to like a long 2-hour class or something and I'll sit back in my chair and I'll get so uncomfortable and I'll keep shifting around. And then just by my own trying to figure it out, I've now started to move to the front of the chair where I can just sit and my spine just kind of rests. I didn't know what I was doing, but it works. And I become more alert, I have more energy, and it takes less effort.
And it presents so well as well. I mean, I think that it gives you that certain extra something that people can't put their finger on, but they know, like, oh, there's charisma there. That person's engaged.
It makes you look like you have confidence,
Yes.
whether you do or not.
Yes,
right?
exactly. It's a secret weapon, actually.
I find this interesting too, that you say babies can be our best teachers with respect to this.
Absolutely. Little babies, when they're first learning to sit up, they're perfectly stacked. Oh, these guys are so cute. That little guy on the floor, he is just balanced there, and he is not using any muscles. He's completely balanced on his bones.
Look at him. Oh my goodness. Oh,
and
look
that is my little guy, actually. And look at that, just natural, pristine, straight posture there. And again, like, he is completely relaxed. You can sit up completely straight and be like completely relaxed.
So the truth is, it's very natural and completely organic for us as humans. We're born to know to sit in our sits bones.
Absolutely.
So from about 0 to about 3, we do pretty well, and then comes 4 and 5, and we forget, and the kids start to slump. So what can we do to remind our children to get back on their sits bones without sounding like we're nagging them or criticizing them?
Exactly. It happens around age 3, and that picture showed several slumping children and one child sitting up straight, and that was my daughter sitting up there.
Congratulations.
And
Look at that.
I told her that when she's sitting up, it looks like she's a princess wearing an imaginary crown, and when she slumps, the crown falls off.
That's a
and,
good one.
you know, you just have to make it fun, and just do not underestimate how much children want to be taller.
Do you think that'll work with Layla?
I mean, listen,
she's
here's the
almost a
thing.
teenager.
I hope she doesn't mind me calling her out a little bit, but I'm going to try and get a little bit more creative with it. Yes, there's my daughter Layla with her dog
cute
Reddit.
in that picture.
And she, I mean, I think it's safe to say she struggles with posture a little bit. So I'm gonna try new creative ways to help her.
You know what, especially at that age, because when kids are 12 to 13, especially girls, we start to get a little insecure, and that's the time I think you really do have to remind them.
How about this fact too? The fact, in today's day and age, we're looking down at a phone or at a tablet so much. What are some good ways to avoid sort of slumping over when we're doing that?
Yeah.
That is actually a very easy fix. All you have to do is lift that phone a little higher. It takes away the temptation. There's my daughter again. You can see the difference with the iPad on the table versus on her lap.
Right. That's
it's a world of
simple
difference.
adjustments. Listen, it's not just kids, it's adults, it's all of us. Unfortunately, in the day of social media and all of our devices now, we're all like this.
Yes.
And I think that's probably posing huge problems for chiropractors and neck doctors and back doctors.
Oh,
I
yes.
imagine.
It is responsible for a lot of back pain.
All right, I get a little concerned in this picture here. I worry that, and I try to stand up as straight as I can. I do exercise, I try to stay healthy, but I see so many older people that have this sort of senior hump on their back. Is that what we are all destined to?
Absolutely not. You can definitely avoid it, but it takes a lifetime of being careful about your posture. And one really simple thing that you can do is when you go to bend over, a lot of us bend from the back, and you want to keep a long straight back and bend from your hips. It's a little funny to get used to because it feels like you're sticking your bottom out at first, but then it becomes a habit and it's fine.
Yeah, you don't want to do that with straight legs, right? In other words, you don't want to bend from the hips but keep your legs straight because that can be a lot of stress on your back.
Yes.
But with when you bend those legs and then bend from the hips, that's the combination
knees
right
forward, hips back.
And there's so
Knees
many
forward,
cultures
hips back. Oh,
that know that.
I know.
So many cultures. You just came from Southeast Asia. They
That's
know how
right.
to bend and how to write.
Well, like just right there, those are the rice fields. They're the knees forward, hips back, everybody. Back
There are
straight.
very low reports of back pain in countries that people bend like that.
Interesting, and they do so much like physical labor, yet they have the least back pain.
That's right.
Can I make a point right now?
Sure.
You and I have never had better posture.
Well, I've been thinking about it the entire time. I don't know if you've noticed, but as we keep looking at the photos, I keep getting closer to the edge of the.
Guys.
Yeah, we're working on it. But it's so important and very, very helpful. And so thank you. Yeah.
Does that still work where they'd say put a book on your head or sit on books? Remember that?
Yeah, I do. I don't usually do that one, but I think it would be a good way to make you have a long neck.
Hold it there.
There we go.
Hold it there.
All day.
Michelle, thank you so much for being
you,
here.
Michelle.
Hold it. Hold it.
for
You can
having
find
me.
more information on Michelle's book, Posture Makeover. Just visit her website for details. It is all there. Coming up next, it might be cold outside, but that doesn't mean you need to be, because like I say, next I'm showing you some of my favorite products that will keep you warm and toasty during these cold winter months, with or without good posture. Hopefully with.
Thank you, Michelle. Look,
Well
I
done.
can't even move.
You look
Well done.
amazing.
Thank
Well, that's impressive.
I